Hi, you guys. I am Tatiana, the CEO of Naturally A1. As a lot of you guys know, I do sell CMOS products and I am getting into selling the fitness wear. But enough about me. This is my YouTube channel. If you are new, welcome. If you are a subscriber and you continue to watch, thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just so grateful of how far I've came on this journey. The purpose of my channel is just to share my entrepreneurial journey with you guys. Any new information that I'm learning, I want to share it with you guys. Now, for the past few months, I have been posting videos about grants that you guys can apply for. Now, I am going to switch it up a little bit because I have been getting a lot of messages on business ideas, credit, like just different types of things. And I am going to start sharing with you guys more of the research that I have been doing. But as for this video, we're gonna be talking about that moolah, baby, okay? So if you guys are a small business or you are an individual, this video will be for you. If you are looking for some startup money, some free money, so you don't have to dig into your own pockets, this video is for you. And guys, please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Help me while I help you guys. You guys have been doing amazing with that. But I'm not going to talk too long. I'm going to go ahead and get into the video for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the first grant. Also, leave a comment, and you guys have been doing very well at emailing me and messaging me on my social media links. So you guys know that I give y'all all the tea in my description. I don't hold back on anything. I walk you through the grants first and foremost. I talk about the companies. I let you guys know what their application looks like. And I give you the link in the description. I give you everything that you need. I will not hold back. So you guys don't hold back from me. Now, with that being said, let's get this video started. All right, you guys. So this is the first grant by Bath and Body Works Foundation. Now, also, I'm sorry, you guys, if there's a little lag, things like that. I'm using a different laptop this time and it's a little bit slower, but hopefully there aren't any lags. But I just wanted you guys to watch out for that. I know that could be kind of annoying. Okay, but back to what we're talking about. So Bath and Body Works Foundation. This is just an overview. And it says here, this is the title they have. We're going to read through it like we always do. For a brighter and better community. At Bath and Body Works, our purpose goes beyond selling products. It's also about making a meaningful difference. For more than 30 years, we've been committed to doing what's right for our associates and our communities. We believe the world is a better place when everyone has access to the things that make them feel safe, healthy, and secure, because when basic needs are met, living a happy, fulfilling life becomes much easier. Next section says how we're doing our part. We're committed to improving the lives of people in underserved and underrepresented communities by providing resources, volunteer time, and product donations to organizations that help provide safe spaces, basic needs, and paths to self-sufficiency. This is a few of their partner nonprofits. When you guys click on the link that I'll provide for you guys, you can kind of sift through that. It says how to apply for support in the next section. It says before submitting an application via our online application portal, please review the given guidelines to access whether your organization meets our criteria. After reviewing our guidelines, have your charitable tax ID, EIN number ready to submit your request via the application portal. So if you guys don't have an EIN number, you guys can go to irs.gov and it's free. You might see some websites trying to charge you for it, but if you go on the IRS, it's completely free. It says we will then review applications within 60 to 90 days to let you know if your request will be funded. And they got a little bit of historic information right here. It shows that in 2021, they invested more than 22 million into nonprofits. That's amazing. So you guys can kind of sift through this information when you click the link in the description below. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the next section so we can learn a little bit more about this grant. Give me a little second here, trying to get up to the top. Where it go? Right here. What we fund. All righty. It says the Bath and Body Works Foundation will consider requests from organizations with missions that support underserved and underrepresented communities in the areas of. They have 5 different areas, guys. Listen up, okay? Reading is important, so you don't apply for something that does not apply to you. So the first one is addressing hunger and food insecurity, providing safe spaces through housing and shelter initiatives, supporting paths to self-sufficiency through education and workforce development, encouraging well-being and better health equity outcomes, and an overall commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts. So those are the things that they are funding. Now they have a section, what we do not fund. Let's click on that, y'all. All right, it says Bath and Body Works does not fund the following: organizations that are not public charities, tax exempt under paragraph 501c3 of the U.S. Internal Revenue Code, organizations based outside of the domestic United States, individuals for any purpose like scholarships, hardship assistance, field trips, illness, political candidates, committees, or organizations, athletes, teams, supporting events or tournaments of any kind, amateur, professional, including charity golf tournaments, fundraising events such as telethons or walkathons, fashion shows, beauty pageants or contestants, fraternal, labor, and social organizations, churches or religious or sectarian, I think I said that right, organizations, unless engaged in a significant project benefiting the greater community, non-academic educational activities such as bands, choirs, proms, after proms, graduations, etc., organizations that spend more than 20% of their revenue on overhead and fundraising costs, organizations that discriminate against people because of their age, race, creed, gender, handicap, sexual orientation, gender identity, ethnicity, or national origin, staff positions for governmental agencies, request to fund publications, audio or video productions unless they serve as supporting materials to a project within our focus, and request to support travel for groups or individuals when that is a primary reason for the proposal. So you guys make sure that you read that again so you don't waste your time if this does not apply for you. And we're going to read the next section here. Okay. Charitable donations. So it says throughout the year, Bath and Body Works considers a limited number of charitable donations to 501c3 organizations that fit within our focus of supporting underserved and underrepresented communities by providing safe spaces, basic needs, and paths to self-sufficiency. Individual store locations cannot donate directly to an organization. All approved donations are processed through Bath and Body Works Community Relations Department. Because demand for our products outweighs our resources, we will consider a limited number of donation requests for gift cards only to 501c3 organizations in our home office communities. Organizations may only request one in-kind donation per calendar year. When submitting an application via our online application tool, please carefully review our guidelines, particularly the section "We do not fund," to determine if your request matches our criteria. All applications must be submitted online through the link below at least 60 days prior to the event. And it says request in-kind donation. The charitable tax ID EIN is required. Fax, mailed, or email requests will not be considered. Please do not phone for the status of your request. All right, so they're really descriptive. Now, I believe on overview, we saw the section to where you can apply. Give me just one moment. I told you guys my internet is kind of slow on this laptop. Let's see. Yep, it's right here. So grant application, you are going to click here for the grant application, product application, and then this is how you will contact them. So let's see what this looks like. All right, so when you click on that, this will pop up, and they give like a little brief paragraph. You guys can sift through it. I'm actually going to read this because it looks like it has some really important information down below here. So up here, it's just giving, a brief background, kind of like what we just went over. But down here, it shows that, let's highlight it. Let's highlight it, guys. Oops. It says the Bath and Body Works Foundation offers a quarterly grant program to support 501c3 nonprofits. The quarterly grant deadlines are the first business day of January, April, July, October at midnight PST. Notification will be sent per quarter for approved and denied grant requests. And then they have their guidelines right here again. And these are the questions right here. Well, these are like the beginning questions. So, does your request align with our given focus? Yes. Are you a 501c nonprofit? Yes. Okay, so when you click that, oh, so you guys saw that when I accidentally pressed no, they said, we're sorry, but your organization does not meet our guidelines. So when you click yes, it's going to ask for your contact information, your name, email, phone number, your role and title, your organization information. They want your EIN, the address, the name, the executive director, your website. Give them a brief organization overview. They want to know if you are an employee, and does a Bath and Body Works associate serve on a board or committee? Has Bath and Body Works or any subsidiary organization contributed, sorry, you guys, to your organization in the past? And then they have this section here. What kind of donation are you requesting? So you guys will select which one you are requesting. And then you'll give them the program, project, event name, the date. They want you to provide details like amount requested, anticipated hours, and number of people needed. Then you're going to tell them the amount that you are requesting, the deadline for giving. It says, please provide an overview of how our support from Bath and Body Works will be used, including how it will benefit your organization. All right, and then it says, please include any support and documentation you think will be helpful in evaluating your request. So you're going to choose a file and then you're going to submit. All right, so they're basically just telling you to let them know how much you guys need. So as you can see, they gave away millions of dollars last year, and last year was only 4 months ago. So they're a pretty successful company. So I'm sure if they're asking you how much you request, that they can definitely fund you if they feel like they agree with your organization and its needs. So I'll go ahead and leave the link in the description below for this grant here, but that is by the Bath and Body Works Foundation. I'm going to go ahead and pull up our second grant for the day, guys. All right, you guys. So this is the second grant. that we are going over today. It's the National Society of High School Scholars. All right, and it shows here that your deadline is to apply by April 30th of this year. The award is five $500 awards. So they're giving $500 to 5 people. Okay, so it says that eligibility is any high school teacher or counselor currently employed at a public or private high school in the United States or internationally. Description. NSHSS is providing 5 $500 grants to be used during 2022 to help defray costs of educational conference registration, travel, and accommodations. NSHSS educators are eligible to receive 1 NSHSS grant per academic year. It says the first wave application opened on December 1st, 2021. The first wave deadline to apply is April 30th, 2022. And then it says that they have a second wave of applications opening on May the 1st. Okay, and it says that they are in Eastern Standard Time. And then let me just see if there's any more information. I do not see any more information. So you guys will click apply now in order to apply for this grant if it does apply to you. And my internet is a little slow, guys, so give it a little minute to load. All right, so it looks like you need an account with them in order to apply for this grant. So I would go ahead and create an account. Some grants are like this. They want you to have an account for them, and we've went over a lot of grants that are like this. So all you have to do for this one is just sign up for an account with them. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the link in the description below for you guys so you guys can handle that. And also they have a frequently asked questions page as well. You know, I always get on you guys about that. You guys will learn everything about a company online just going through their frequently asked questions page. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the next one for you. All right, you guys. So the third grant that we are going over is So Love Can Win Fund. I love that name. So it says I'm gonna butcher this. Okay, the Accommodity, I think, Foundation So Love Can Win Fund provides general support grants of $10,000 to Oakland's organizers, storytellers, culture bearers, and healers who seek to ignite and implement a radical collective vision of freedom and racial justice. All right, and then they tell you a little bit about them. It says they have a 20-year history of providing grant funds to racial justice organizations in times of political unrest, economic fragility, and community crisis. It says that the fund originally launched in 2016 in response to the critical national and local events that challenged the sense of safety for communities of color with the intention to spark imagination and a seed of vision of a safe, healed, and racially just Oakland. I love that. That is beautiful. All right, so it shows here that they provide grants to organizations, initiatives, and projects in Oakland that have a focus in one of the following strategies: organizing, base building organizations that mobilize, support, develop, and build power with their members; arts and culture, cultural formations that use culture as a tool for racial justice movement building; healing justice collectives or organizations, providing accessible and relevant healing, wellness, and self-care practices using an anti-racist political frame; Voice, Oakland focused journalism or narrative efforts that highlight racial justice movement, building and or issues impacting Black, Indigenous, or people of color communities with an emphasis on promoting community leadership, mutual aid, and cultural resilience. All right, so it says in 2022, this foundation will disperse a total of $500,000 in 2 rounds. That is a lot of money, guys. That's $500,000 right there. So if you guys know anybody that qualifies for this, any type of organization that you guys love and support, tell them about this, help them. Tell them about this. If this is you, share this with others because obviously they have a lot of money to go around. So don't be stingy, don't be selfish. So it says this section is important dates, eligibility, and application process. So this is some of the fun details. $500,000, $500,000 in available funding to be dispersed in 2 rounds, $10,000 general support grant. On occasion, the foundation may consider funding proposals at a higher level, such as coalitions or partnerships that are applying under one proposal. And it says that the Untitled Foundation anticipates awarding the majority of grants in round 1. Interested applicants are strongly encouraged to apply in round 1. Okay, so here are some of the important dates. You guys can kind of sift through that. Let's see. I'm just going to highlight this because this date is coming up. So on May 13th, it says that round 1 application deadline. That's the first application deadline is May the 13th. And you guys can kind of see the others. Now it says that this is eligibility and who can apply. So it says you must be an organization, group, formation, or collective. You have to be based in Oakland. Be led by Black, Indigenous people of color and demonstrate a history of work with Black, Indigenous people of color in Oakland. Have 501c3 status or are physically sponsored. CONAD is continuing its partnership with the Social Good Fund, which will waive its normal physical sponsorship fees to groups that have been approved for a So Love Can Win grant and are in need of a physical sponsor. If you need a physical sponsor, please let us know in the So Love Can Win application. All right, let's go down a little bit. They're giving us a lot of information. It says that the applicants must employ at least one of the following strategies: organizing, healing, arts and culture, and voice. And we did go over that earlier. And it says that they'll prioritize grant support to the following: organizations with budgets under $500,000, organizations that advance the leadership of women, trans, queer, and non-binary communities, immigrant and undocumented communities, and people who are formerly, currently incarcerated and their families. All right, and then they tell you a little bit of information about the application process here. Let me move this because this is getting in the way. I'm gonna move myself over here, guys. All right, so we already went over this. Deadlines May 13th by 5 p.m. PT for round 1. It says that applicants may apply online or through a scheduled phone interview with the representative of the Untitled Foundation. It says phone interviews are reserved for applicants with accessibility barriers and or limited technology, as well as applicants who have never applied for a grant with a grant-making institution. If you do not meet one of these requirements, your request for a phone interview will be declined. It says that the applicants will receive a decision by June 1st, 2022 for round 1. It says that groups may not receive more than 1 So Love Can Win grants in 2022. Organizations who are declined in round 1 are not eligible to reapply in round 2. So that is important. You cannot reapply if you were already declined. Okay, it says applications received in round 1 may be held for consideration in round 2. You'll be notified if your application has been held for consideration in round 2. It says no email applications will be accepted. All applications must be submitted through the application portal. Checks or electronic transfer will be sent to approved grant partners within 2 weeks of receipt of a signed contract and payment information. And then they left some information here. If you have any questions, you can contact them right here. And they have a quick tutorial on how to log into their application portal. So you guys will click right there. And this is how you apply online, and this is how you apply over the phone. Now, just reading through that was very lengthy, so I'm just going to leave you guys the link in the description. You guys take some time out to actually sift through this information. But this is just one of those grants that are that have a lot of information. So I will not be going over how their application looks, but I will leave the link in the description for you guys. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the next one. All right, you guys, so this next grant is the Ribbons of Hope grant. We're going to go down here to read more information about the grant. So these are the guidelines. It says the criteria for grant applicants. There's a Georgia specific agency or organization receiving funds from Ribbons of Hope shall have a 501c3 status with an effective date prior to 6/30 of 2019. The program project for which you seek funding will improve the lives of women or children in one of more of the following areas: health, education, economic independence, social well-being, human rights. Agency or organization will have at least 3 years of financial records and an annual operating budget of at least $500,000. The grant will be used for special projects or capital improvements that can be sustained by the organization after the grant allocation. The grant may consider a limited amount to be used for salaries, overhead, or other operating expenses for a new program. It says preference will be given to programs and projects that can be fully funded by the $100,000 grant and are not reliant on other sources of funding to be successful. So right here is just kind of telling you how much they're giving. $100,000 grant. It is against the policy of Ribbons of Hope to contribute directly to private tuition-based educational institutions, political entities, or religious institutions. However, programs affiliated with such organizations can be considered. All right, and then they have the grant application that you can actually download. And excuse me, guys, it says the application procedures. It shows here that it opened on April the 11th, that by May the 27th, the application is due. They want you to submit it via Dropbox using the submissions instructions. Do not submit partially completed forms. You will receive an email acknowledging your application has been received. Once you submit your document, you will be unable to make changes. Okay, so it says late July that they will review all of the submitted applications and notify those selected candidates for an in-depth interview. It says by September, site visits for the finalists will be conducted in the late September through early October. It says in October, full membership votes and the grant recipient will be notified. And then on November the 2nd, award presentation. All right, then they have a little bit of past history about grant recipients. You guys can kind of sift through that. And this is their contact information. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to leave the link in the description below for you guys if you guys are interested in applying for this grant. So this is basically for a nonprofit organization. And like I said before, it's $100,000. It's a $100,000 grant. That's a lot of money, especially if you're a nonprofit and you guys are, you know, promoting education, health, economic independence, social well-being, or human rights for women and their children. So this is that's a life-changing amount of money. And I do encourage, if you are a nonprofit or if you know a nonprofit organization that meet these requirements, share this information with them. I will leave the description in the link below. So we're going to go over one more grant in this video. Bear with me 1 second while I pull it up. All right, you guys, thank you for sticking around this long. So this last grant is by Getty Images. They are open for applications. So this grant here is open for photographers around the world with the aim of promoting greater diversity and inclusion within the photographic and media industry. It says that for this year's program, Getty or Jetty, however you pronounce it, will partner with the organization's Women Photograph and Diversity Photo to award a cumulative of 8 grants of $5,000 each to photographers from a range of professional specialties such as news, support, and entertainment. All right, these are the rules and requirements. So it says the applicants must apply according to the process specific to each partner organization. Your deadline is on May the 15th of 2022, midnight PDT. Eligibility and application criteria vary by partner organization. It says to please review each form for more information. And this is let me move me up here. It's a little more information about the award details. Okay, so we already went over that, how much they're giving. We already went over that. And down here, we did not go over this. So let's read this. It says winners are selected by juries convened by each organization and Getty Images, comprising, Lord have mercy, I think I butchered that, but accomplished professionals from the fields of photography and journalism. Please visit partner websites for more information about the announced timeline. And it says here that direct questions regarding the application process and criteria to the appropriate partner organization is listed above. All righty, so hold on 1 second, you guys. Let's see. I'm trying to find the email. I believe that you would just click on either women photograph or diversity photos, because it's saying that you must apply according to the process specific to each partner organization. So click on these to get a little more insight. All right, so when you click on this, it kind of says the same thing that the first page says, but you see the apply now button, and that's how you will apply, or you can click up here to apply. And then for the second link here, give me a second. All right, it basically says the same information, and here are the apply buttons. So you'll click apply now or apply now down here. This seems like something completely different, $10,000. And I actually believe that I have went over this website in specifically for another grant video that I have done, but I have not went over this. So this is just an addition to this grant. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the link in the description below. If you guys know any photographers, or if you are a photographer, then you have a good chance of winning $5,000 for your services for your business. So I will leave the link in the description below for you guys so that you can apply. All right, you guys, so that was last grant that we are going over in this video right now. I would love if you guys could email me or message me. I'll leave my social media links in the description below, and just give me some topics that you would like me to talk about. I would love to, make a YouTube video about them. I've also just been getting so many requests to help people apply for grants and things of that nature. I do have a website if you guys want to book a time for me to help and assist you. And also, if you guys want to go look at any of my social media links or anything like that, I will leave that in the description below for you as well. I want to thank you guys so much for sticking around. Thank you guys so much for supporting everything that I'm doing. You guys, we are in this thing together. We're learning together. We're lifting each other up together. That's what I'm all about. So you guys don't be afraid. I do not bite. I love to research things. I love to share things that I'm learning. So you guys continue to stick around with me. I will have better quality videos and things of that nature. But I'm just so happy of the support that I have been getting so far. So you guys, please do not forget to like this video so you can help me while I'm helping you. And also subscribe to this channel, share the video, share my profile, have people that are interested in this type of uplifting information subscribe to me because I will be giving more juicy information. Trust and believe I will. I will be. I am working on it as we speak right now. But other than that, I don't want to continue to keep you guys for long. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all of your support. And I will see you guys on the next episode.